Welcome back to your favorite place to be. Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory, where we're taking a leap into the investment world once again. Okay. As you guys, I'm knee deep. I got my head over water in a lot of these investments. Some of them are up, some of them haven't performed, some of them are down, and I still consider myself an active investor, right? And this is the reason why. I told you guys I got that new job I've been working at for a little bit of time now here, and it's going pretty well. It seems like my take-home pay average, and I think this will actually go up simply because the idea is for it to go up. My income today isn't the same income I'm going to have 6 months from now, but I do anticipate it to go up. But right now, it seems to be around the $6,000 range. If it would just if I just did nothing, it stays the same. So what I've decided to do is every time I get paid, since I get paid every 2 weeks, and allocate a portion of that to DCAing and a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here on the channel. And as you know, there have been purchases over the last 2 or 3 years, but for the most part, those purchases have either gotten spent, and there's been a little performance on Zcash, which has given me a little bit of an edge to gain a little bit of profits over the last year. But I should have been doing this all along. This is what I was doing when I built my initial portfolio, and somewhere along the way, our living cost exceeded what it is we were making. And just long story short, it basically, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. I just simply didn't have enough money coming in. So what we did, we got in the habit of spending the investments rather than investing new money into those investments, increasing the DCA portfolio as well as increasing our current positions and expanding into new positions. It just didn't really pan out like that. We got kind of caught in this cycle in 2023. 2022 was really good, and it kind of led into 2024. We kind of got a hold of it in 2024 at the end of the year, but unfortunately it was a little too late, and too many positions got liquidated. But on the bright side, guys, 2025 has been okay so far. We've been able to stabilize. We've been able to enter positions again. At the start of the year, you guys know I was buying some new positions in some of the Grayscale stuff, in Zcash, Dash, Neo. I told you I liquidated the Neo bag and the Dash bag, but we've reestablished those positions in all but Neo, just because it's a little hard to get to at the moment. And I've actually, like I told you, I deployed some capital today into getting in some more positions in Grayscale. Okay, so we're building out a bigger Grayscale portfolio because when the crypto stuff starts moving, I'm going to capitalize on it. I'm going to sell off this Grayscale stuff, and then I'm going to wait for a bottom to go back into native crypto coins. So that's kind of the idea behind that. We're going to use Grayscale as a short-term investment here to capitalize on long-term growth in the crypto market. That's kind of my game plan here. So I've deployed capital into Zcash Grayscale, into Bitcoin Cash Grayscale, some more into Ethereum Classic. I'm going to be rewiring my direct deposit into my Fidelity account directly, so I don't have to wait on this lag time to transfer funds over. So, like I said, every paycheck I get, since my living costs are so low and since I'm so behind, I'm deploying half of that capital into ongoing purchases in this stuff. All right, because the better way to do it would be to set a budget, to allocate a budget every month. Usually, if you're spending half your income on investments, if those investments go south, it could put you in a kind of a bad spot. But since my living costs are so low, I'm willing to take on more risk, and that's why I'm deploying half of my capital from every paycheck into Grayscale and into native crypto coins. I'm like every other week. I'm not buying it all at one time, but I'm buying it over that course of that week and a half to 2 week period. When I see opportunities like today, when the market pulled back, I deployed like a good bit into some Grayscale stuff today. I did Zcash last week when I liquidated the Dash and the Neo. I got a little bit more Dash, I got a little bit more Zcash, and I deployed a quarter of my paycheck, last paycheck, into additional Zcash. So I'm up in that deployment. Like I said, I'm up in that deployment to half, which is substantial. You know, if you guys are wondering, you know, it's a good bit a month. But if I do this for the course of a year, or you know, and as long as the market stays relatively, you know, flat, sideways, or maybe going down if we're lucky, it'll allow me to establish stronger positions than I currently have, and I might be able to recoup the majority of that 2023 2024 period where I was just spending coins, buying coins and immediately spending them, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I'm betting on, guys. Drop it in the comments and let me know.